Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 16, the finale. And wow, that ending was pretty crazy. I mean, that changes everything, Fear the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead. And yeah, I have a lot to say about that. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say about that. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts and opinions throughout the video. But yeah, that was a pretty insane ending. So we're going to get into it and break it all down in this video. Before I do begin though, if you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe because The Walking Dead Season 10 returns next week. And we're going to be doing reviews and breakdowns for that as well. So be sure to stay tuned by hitting the subscribe button. But with all that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so a lot to talk about with that ending. I'm going to talk about the whole episode. We're going to talk a lot about that ending because that pretty much changed everything. Fear, The Walking Dead, the Rick Grimes movies. I mean, not changed it like, it's going to change what happens in the thing, but just sort of what people were expecting. Like, I know with Morgan, a lot of people wanted to see Rick and Morgan reunite, and now I'm a little sad that that might not happen if it is true, because it did end in a sort of like a cliffhanger. I have a feeling he's gonna die though. I mean, yes, if it gets like horrible reception. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know why they would kill Morgan. I don't know if it was. I mean, it's not like 100%. They didn't kill Morgan because if you watch the episode, we all saw like it ended with the walkers are about to eat him or whatever. So yes, he could technically live, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Now this could be a couple things. So it could be that they wanted to kill off Morgan and they left it open-ended so people can return in the season 6 premiere and then Morgan is dead, or they wanted to kill him, or they were planning to kill Morgan and then let's say like all the reception is horrible against this. Maybe they come up with a deal and they say, okay, Morgan's gonna live. Or the third option would be that maybe Lenny James didn't want to be on the show or something like that. I just don't know why they would kill Morgan. I don't know what the reason of that would be. I mean, I don't know if Lenny James, showed any expression in leaving the show. I just watched the episode and now I'm reviewing it. So I haven't read any interviews or anything like that. Like, I don't know if Lenny James wanted off or what's going on, or this is just like a whole stunt and Morgan's going to be okay in season 6. But you guys let me know in the comments down below, which do you think that is? Do you think he's gonna die, or do you think he's gonna be alive in season 6 and there was just like a cliffhanger to get people to watch the season 6 premiere? We probably aren't gonna find out until the season 6 premiere anyways, or when they start filming season 6 and maybe somebody sees Lenny James on set or something, but I don't think they're gonna say I don't know if they're gonna confirm that he's dead or he's alive, because the way they filmed it, it was pretty much like a little bit of a cliffhanger there. We didn't actually see him die. So we'll see. You guys let me know in the comments down below. But this is like really sad to me if he does die, because I love Morgan. He's one of my favorite characters of all time on The Walking Dead. He was there in episode 1, which is so crazy. Like 2010, he was the first character there, with Rick. And now he's on this spin-off show in season 5, which is like insane. His journey from that first episode till now is pretty surreal. And if Morgan is gonna die, like, I'm not gonna be happy about that at all. I'm really not, because like, I don't think it's satisfying, just because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that could have happened with Morgan in the future. And Morgan's been on the show for so long, and I still feel like they could have utilized him more. Especially, I'm sure everybody's kind of thinking the same thing, that, reuniting with Rick and Carol and those characters back on The Walking Dead. And if that doesn't happen, especially Rick, that's like, I really want to. After Rick and Michonne, it's Morgan. It goes Michonne and then Morgan for me. Well, obviously his kids too, reuniting with Rick. But I really want to see Rick and Morgan reunite. And it just hurts me that Morgan doesn't even know what's going on with Rick, and he probably isn't gonna find out. And he definitely isn't gonna find out if he dies, and that is just gonna be like a big shame if he actually does die. I know I'm going into a little bit of a rant here. I apologize. You guys let me know in the comments down below how you feel. It's okay to rant, I think, in a situation like this, but yeah, I mean, the episode as a whole, there was some stuff in there that I did like, and let's talk about Fear the Walking Dead season 5, as a whole together, because this season has been, a bit disappointing. And the disappointing thing about this season is just that there hasn't been that much going on. There's a lot of walking and talking. And if you actually look at where they started in the beginning, wanting to help people, they ran into two, people on the road. They ran into Logan, and then they ran into Virginia. And they're like nothing really, they really haven't accomplished that much. There's a lot of like I guess character growth here and there, especially with Morgan and Grace, or like that's not even like that's like pretty much a relationship. But that's one of the things I did like out of the season. I kind of I believe that. I believe those two together. That ending when everybody was getting taken away. Like, yeah, that was sad, and some of the characters, getting separated was hit harder than others. And the reason that is because some of the characters they don't even really focus on, and they're just thrown in the background. And even though they've been there for a while, there's no connection because there's not that much going on with that character. But Grace and Morgan, for example, they're pretty new. Their relationship is pretty new, and I actually felt something at the end there when Morgan was expressing himself to Grace. I did like that. I did like how this episode had some urgency to it, and there was a lot of stuff going on. But granted, it was a finale, so that should be expected. But some other things in the episode, the Dwight stuff, I guess was okay. I mean, I hope. I don't know if Dwight's ever gonna find Sherry. I don't know if it's gonna happen. That ending when he gave the rings to, or not the ending, but like the wedding when he gave the rings to John and June. I don't know if that was kind of telling us that Dwight most likely will not find Sherry. I don't know what they're doing with Dwight and Sherry. I don't think the actress for Sherry said anything about returning, or there hasn't been any news about that. So we'll see if it happens in season 6. I'm probably still gonna watch season 6. I'm still curious to see what's going on with Virginia. She said her group has like 800 people, which is a lot. So, and I did think it was interesting how they separated everybody. So I'm still gonna watch to see what happens. But I really do hope Morgan survives. The wedding I did like. I just like seeing the characters happy. Whatever it was. It doesn't have to be a wedding or whatever. I just like that the theme or what they were going for, and them just trying to be happy one last time because they knew what was gonna happen with Virginia. So yeah, I did like that. And then we did see what happened after Virginia came. And again, I am interested to see what exactly is going on and why did everybody get separated and stuff like that. And then going back to Morgan, part of me does feel like he did die. And the reason I say that is because of his confession to Grace that he did like her, or even love her actually, because he was saying like, I felt something, I felt the same thing when with Jenny that I felt with you. So there's like always gonna be a void, or there has been a void since the beginning of The Walking Dead in Morgan, and that was the loss of his wife and his son. But now that he kind of confessed, and there was a moment in his life where he was happy and he found somebody that he loved again, and he confessed that to her. That being said, like I wouldn't be surprised if that was his, signal, like he's out now. He confessed his love, he found happiness in somebody, and now he's gone. I really hope not. I really, really hope it doesn't happen. But the more I think about this, like I just wouldn't be surprised if Morgan does die. Again, I don't know if they confirmed anything because I watched the episode and then I jumped on the computer to make my review on it. So if they have confirmed anything, let me know in the comments down below. I would be surprised if they confirmed anything because they sort of like they filmed it in a cliffhanger way. So again, I don't know why they would confirm it. And I'm sure I don't think it's gonna last that long because I'm sure we're gonna find out eventually when they start filming season 6. Well actually they do. People don't really follow the filming for Fear the Walking Dead that much as they do with The Walking Dead, but I think they are going to really heavily follow it this season, or season 6, because they found out about Morgan. So I'm sure we're going to find out within the next couple of weeks or months if Morgan actually is dead. I also did like the look of this episode. I thought the cinematography was really well, and it kind of stood out at me. It's not something I usually talk about, but there was a lot of good angles in this episode and a lot of good color and framing and stuff like that. So I even wrote it down because it kind of jumped out at me. Like I thought it was really well done this episode. But yeah, to give my quick final thoughts on it, I really hope Morgan doesn't die. No, no. In all seriousness, this season was a bit disappointing. Really slow, but I am excited in the direction they're headed because now, or at least I have high hopes for season 6 because now they have a plot on their hands and they're actually doing stuff rather than just walking. So I am excited for season 6. I do really hope Morgan doesn't die because I want to see that reunion between him and Rick. Like he's actually second on my list for reunions with Rick Grimes. If there are any characters who are gonna see Rick Grimes again, it would go Michonne, who most likely will see Rick, and then probably Morgan right after that. I also want to see Morgan, reunite with Carol and the characters back home. So I really hope it does happen. I feel like there should be more story for Morgan. But they did make it seem like if his story ends there, they have some, way to back it up. But I hope it doesn't. So we'll see. They did film it as a cliffhanger, so you guys let me know in the comments down below. Do you think Morgan is going to survive, or do you think he's gone? But with that being said, I am going to wrap it up there. Next week is the season 10 premiere of The Walking Dead. Very excited about it. We're going to be doing reviews and breakdowns and all that kind of stuff. So there's going to be a lot of talk about that. So be sure to subscribe to be kept up to date with all that information. Again, I am going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.